Hello YouTube, today I have another gaming pickups video for you guys, and today's gaming pickups I have quite a bit of stuff. I just want to say really quick, thank you for all my subscribers, thank you for all my existing subscribers and my new subscribers. I really hope you enjoy these gaming pickup videos because I certainly enjoy doing them. But yeah, so let's get right into it. We're going to go oldest systems to newest systems, and I've got 5 different systems here, game-wise. So first thing I got is for Atari 2600, and first thing is Adventure. Really cool thing about this is I got this at the flea market, and it came with its manual. Unfortunately, it didn't come with the box. He actually only had 3 games with the Atari 2600 box, and they weren't anything good really. I mean, they were good games, but I just didn't really want them. It was like Circus Atari, some other really random games. But yeah, Adventure is actually like probably my second favorite Atari game. Combat would be the first. Extremely fun game, really hard. You basically are this little tiny pixel, and you have to go around trying to collect these keys to unlock doors in the castles, and you have to go through mazes, and you have to try to get away from these dragons using good magic or bad magic. And I think it explains it in the manual actually. Yeah, here's the manual for it. Pretty cool game, really, and there's good magic down there. Good magic can be either bridges or the arrow things. But yeah, it's an extremely fun game. If you're an Atari 2600 collector, definitely recommend trying to find Adventure if you don't have it already. It's a good game. Alright, next we're moving on to the Game Gear, and one of my personal favorite systems. First game I got is Chuck Rock. I actually haven't had time to test this yet. I actually just got this yesterday. But it looks like a kind of like Pocky and Rocky kind of side scroller from the label. I just picked this up because I didn't have it in my collection, so I actually don't know if it's what it actually is. But I didn't have it, so I decided to get it. It looks in pretty good shape though, so it should work. Next one is Bartman meets Radioactive Man, and this is an extremely fun Simpsons platformer. If you're a big fan of the old Simpsons games, definitely recommend checking this one out. This is one of the good ones. It's pretty much side-scrolling action platformer, really fun game, really hard, and yeah, definitely a good game. Still doesn't beat Bart vs. the World though. That's my favorite one. Next is Aladdin. This is like the same kind of deal as Aladdin for the Super Nintendo, except it has different level design and stuff. But it's really well ported. All the graphics look really nice. The game runs smooth. It's really fun game. Really hard game as well. And it's a good platformer. Definitely recommend checking this one out if you like the Aladdin games on the Super Nintendo and Genesis, because this is a really good port to the Game Gear. And it's really cool because then you can like take it around and stuff. Obviously, if you have like 6 AA's or something. Alright, that's all the Game Gear games. Next, we're going to move on to the PlayStation 2. And the cool thing about the PlayStation 2 is there's such a wide variety of games, and that's why I love collecting for it. It's my favorite like home console to collect for. First game I got, Shadow of the Colossus. Now, I've heard a ton of good stuff about this game. I'd never played it before. I'd never really heard of it before. And I actually heard about it about a year ago, and I've seen people talk about it ever since, and it's supposed to be an extremely good game. I put it in, played it for a little bit. It's very cinematic. I love the soundtrack for it so far. It did come complete with the manual and the disc, but it's a very like interpretive game from what I can tell. It's really fun though. The graphics are pretty amazing. There's this part of a sticky note in there. But there's another piece. Why the heck? But yeah, it's a really fun game. I recommend checking this one out if you can. It's supposed to be a really good adventure game. But yeah, I'm looking forward to beating this. It's supposed to be extremely fun and a good story. So next game I got is, this is actually a rental. It used to be a rental game. Is Jak 3. Now I have all the Jak and Daxter games except for Jak Racing, and this used to be a rental game. You can tell by the little thing down there, but and the fact that it did not come complete, it just came with a disc, and the disc says Family Video on it. So, but the case itself is in pretty good shape. probably because nobody ever used the case. But yeah, Jak 3, and now I have all the Jak and Daxter games. I'm gonna play through the series eventually and, beat it. But it's supposed to be really good story for all of them because, Naughty Dog's pretty good at storytelling and stuff. Looking forward to this. I'm working on Jak and Daxter 1, so pretty good game. Definitely recommend checking these out for like adventure 3D platforming games because there's quite a bit of 3D platforming in the Jak and Daxter games. Next game I got is a game I actually already have, but I didn't have the case for. Now I have all the cases for the Final Fantasy that I need, and this is Final Fantasy X. This did come complete. This is the greatest hits version though. I have the Black Label disc as well. Yeah, Final Fantasy X. Extremely good Final Fantasy, probably one of my favorites. They're making an HD remake of it, so. But yeah, Final Fantasy X is definitely one of my favorites. I actually am working on beating it right now. I'm about halfway through it. Great Final Fantasy game. If you've never played a Final Fantasy, this is a good one to get into because it's a pretty easy one to play, and it's like not too hard to level up and stuff. It's extremely it's just a really good beginner's Final Fantasy, and definitely recommend checking this one out if you can. The story's really well done. The voice acting's it's pretty good, but it can be pretty cheesy at the same time. So yeah, Final Fantasy X, definitely recommend checking this out if you can. Next, we're moving on to PSP, and I have two PSP games. First one I got is Ratchet & Clank, Size Matters. This did come complete, and this is a Ratchet & Clank game. I believe this is like one of the first PSP games, or maybe I'm wrong, but this is like supposed to be a pretty good PSP game. It's got a pretty hefty manual here. It's pretty cool. It's full color. I like that when they do that. It's got nice artwork in the background, which is always nice as well. But yeah, this is like a standard Ratchet & Clank game. Really fun. I love the Ratchet & Clank games. They're so much fun. I haven't tried playing this online yet, but I really hope that there's still like multiplayer actively going on because that'll be fun. But this is just like an adventure game where you play as Ratchet and Clank, and you just go around, doing the same stuff that Ratchet & Clank always does. It's pretty fun. I really recommend the Ratchet & Clank games if you haven't played them. They're great adventure games. Really fun. And the next game I got is something I kind of already have. Final Fantasy I 20th Anniversary version for the PSP. I do own this on the NES already, but I did not own the PSP version, so I decided to pick this one up. This did come complete, by the way. So, I have started playing this. I've already beat this game on the NES, but I've started playing this version, and the dialogue has been changed quite a bit, and it's probably done so it makes more sense because the first one kind of just plopped you on in there. But they added some extra dialogue in there to explain the story a little bit further, which is pretty nice, I would say. The graphics are completely redone in like more like a 32-bit 2D RPG. It's really well done, actually. They've added CG cutscenes and stuff and other goodies that the original version obviously did not have. The music is one of the things that I'm kind of disappointed in, actually, because they changed some of the songs for certain areas and stuff, which was kind of disappointing since I was a really big fan of the original songs in the original Final Fantasy. But you can't really keep the same songs and update all this other stuff. So it's understandable, but really good game. If you've never played Final Fantasy before, the original one, I actually recommend this one over the NES version because for a couple different reasons. The NES version has a really hard time saving, and you lose your save quite often, actually. Also, the NES version obviously is less informative in terms of the story, and this one has more story dialogue, and this one's just also more up to date and easier to get a hold of. So I definitely recommend checking out this one if you can. But if you can't, NES version is still a great classic. I actually love the NES version, so don't get me wrong. And the last thing I got is for the PS3, and if you watch my unboxing, you know what this is. Got the Tomb Raider Collector's Edition. It did come complete, obviously, since I got it brand new. I have yet to play this still. I mean, I've tested it out to see if it works, and it still, obviously works. It's a brand new game. But Tomb Raider, it's supposed to be an extremely fun, like Uncharted style game, except like much more like intense. I'm really looking forward to playing that. I'm actually I have to keep on The Last of Us because I'm like a little bit over halfway through The Last of Us now. I haven't had a lot of time to play it, but I'm gonna have to beat that soon. So yeah, but this is supposed to be a great game, and I definitely recommend checking out Tomb Raider. If you can find the collector's edition at your GameStop, go and get that because it's a great deal. It's like $50. You get the statue and all that other good stuff. Recommend checking that out. Alright, and that's pretty much everything I have for this gaming pickups video. That's everything I got. Let me know what you guys think in the comment box below. Thank you for everybody for checking out the video. Thank you to all my existing and new subscribers. Yeah, so tell me what you guys think. If you have any recommendations for gaming pickups that I can check out later, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.